Hello and welcome to episode 54 of my knitting podcast. I'm Ivonne and I'm going to tell you all about where I knitted on this last week. It is summer in the Netherlands still. Today it's going to be 24 degrees, but the cooler temperatures are coming. Yay! It was really hot the last few days, around 29, 27. But yesterday it was a really clear day, nice blue skies and a little windy, so it was not so damp, I think. I didn't check it, but damp or humid. But it was better, and when I'm on my e-bike, I always feel lekker fris. And when I'm at home, I sit in front of the van, a little van, or I open my window. So that was it was not annoying, too hot yesterday. But I'm very happy that it will be, around 20 degrees the next week. Super nice. Saturday it will be only 18 degrees, and in the night it's just 7, so that's really cold. I love it. Saturday morning we go to a big flea market, so I think I will have to put on a coat that day. Sorry, I had to sneeze 4 times. I did. You saw 2 times, but I had to do 4. I already taped my Dutch podcast, so I see that my lipstick is a little bit gone. I am not having a coffee today. A mug of water. Yeah, due to all the hot flashes. I don't know. I just like coffee still, of course. That's my main drink. But I don't feel like drink a lot of coffee. So I'm mostly now in the mornings I take 1, and in the later afternoon I take 1. And sometimes 1 in the evening. So that's maximum 3 cups a day. So that's good. I don't feel like drinking it, so okay. And I feel when I drink it that the hot flashes are even worse. They're very, very, every 10 minutes I got one, also in the night. So sometimes I wake up and I think, oh my God, my mattress is on fire. But then it's me. So yeah, I'm turning 56 in September. I'm 55 now. So hopefully the periods will stay away. That's would be nice. And then hopefully, the menopause is not... I hope I don't have a lot of new or longer lasting kwaaltjes, how do you say? So yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, I have my... ik weet nog steeds niet hoe het heet. Waaien. How do you call it in English? Please, people tell me. I forgot to look it up on Google. But yeah. So yeah, you're here for the knitting, I think. So I will tell you what I finished. I have 1 finished object, and that are, super easy DK socks. I casted it already on in February. Then it's I put it in a bag, and I forgot about it. I didn't forget about it, but I thought, that will come another day. And 2 weeks ago, or for last week, I thought, Ivonne, you can knit along on this sock. Je gaat verder aan die sok. Hoe zeg je dat in het Engels? You can pick this up again. And the first sock was, I think, last week already. And this week I cast it on immediately the second sock, and I finished it in 2 days, I think. DK socks are always very quick. I knit it on 3.5mm needle, 14 rounds of cuff, 3x1 rib, the same as my 4-ply socks. So the cuff is a little bit longer than the whole, from leg till here is 14 centimeters. Heel flap, heel turn and gusset. And then I did 40 rounds before I start the toe decreases. And I Kitchener stitch them together, crafting it together. I was knitting the foot, and then I thought, oh, how many rounds do I have to do? Normally I do 60 for my normal 4-ply socks, but now I thought, oh yeah, this is a 6-ply. How much round do I need to do? So then I thought, hey, Ivonne, you have your knitting journal, pick it up, and maybe you wrote it down. And I did. So 40 rounds is enough for me, and then I started the toe, and they fit perfectly. So that is my finished object for this week. This is also the only finished object, and these socks are, think they're for me. Maybe I gift them later in the year. I don't know that yet. I'm knitting a lot of socks the whole year through, and after that year I think, what will I keep for myself? What will I gift it to friends? So that is my what I do. So I don't think about when you have to knit, especially for somebody who has a certain size, you have to of course know how big, which size you have to knit. But normally I knit for size 40, and most of my friends have the same size. So that is what I do. This is my first finished object. Then I have a sock whip number 1. That is the sock I'm knitting for my father. The second sock I knit for him, I gifted him on his birthday 4-ply opal socks, and he was so happy with it. He wore them already for 3 weeks, and then I said I knit another pair, so that's this one. This is also an opal sock yarn subscription, so I don't have the ball band here, but it doesn't matter because it's a subscription, and you cannot sometimes when it's a good one they bring it out in the collection, and that. But yeah, my father has his sister has a man. His name is Heinz, and he's a really sweet man, and he was at my father's birthday, and when I gifted the socks to my father, he said immediately, "Ah, nice, Ivonne, did you make them? And how neat." And so then I thought, when I left, oh, maybe he likes also knitted socks. So last Tuesday I was at my father's house, and Heinz was there too. He was helping my father with the garden, and then he said, I asked him, "Do you like the socks? Because if you do, I want to knit you some socks." I loved his reaction. And then he said, "Yes, I like it a lot because it reminds me of my mother. She was always knitting socks and sweaters for us." So I promised him that I make also a sock for him. He was laughing because we were drinking coffee and I was knitting on my sock and talking, that I did everything, that I could do that while I was talking. So he was really happy to see that. So I think it's such a nice, for people who love it, I want to knit socks for. So I picked a ball out of my opal stash, and this one is what I'm going to cast on, I think today. So I have 2 socks on my needles then, one for my father and the other one for Heinz. So then I can use up all the male color balls. So that is my first sock whip, and I hope this will be ready, the first sock maybe next week, and then the second on the needles. I don't know that yet. I'm knitting my father's socks on 2.5mm needles. Normally I would, for myself, I will do 2.25, and the rest is the cuff. I do 2x2 knit to purl 2. And the rest is the same, 14 centimeters, 64 stitches. That fits him well. And he has size 43, European size. So I have to knit 17 centimeters and then I can start the toe. So it's a standard recipe. And Heinz has the same size. So that's so nice. I can use it for him too. So that is this one. Oh yeah, this one lives in this bag. The Delacue bag. Yeah, here is the ball band. But yeah, what I said, it is just an abonnement, a subscription from Opal Balls. But I don't know if you can get it everywhere. But it was nice to do. This year I didn't have it, but maybe next year I will do it again, because I know I'm going to knit up a lot of balls for my father and Heinz. So it will be nice maybe in the new year again. Yeah, and then the sock that's on my needle and one is finished is this lovely, yay, the sock from Stephen West, the surprise sock along. I like it a lot. I like the colors. I use the minis I got from Jana from Finished Knitting Stories. I told you in the last episode, so if you want to know, you can watch them back. I think this is really nice. You needed 5 minis, and yeah, I knitted the first piece exactly how it's written in the pattern. You can choose to stop early. I did that after the moss stitch. I stopped, and then I did the heel flap like the patterns said, and the first piece also. Then I made a mistake. I did ribbing, but this is what it had to be. But I thought, oh, I like it. I leave it like this. And then I thought I don't need to do all the other stitches. I choose to do this one again because I like the bubble stitch. Then the reverse stockinette. Then this piece again, but then how it has to be. And again, bubbles, reverse stockinette, and then the toe. So this is my version. I did a little modification. So the second sock I will do the same, of course. But yeah, it's a little pity that I chose 72 stitches because of all the colors. I thought maybe I need that, but the sock is a little bit sloppy. So I could have done 60 stitches, but I didn't dare to do that in the beginning. But yeah, I still like it. Okay, this is not true. Of course, you have to block them. You can block them in the end. I don't block my socks. Normally maybe I will block this sock when the other one's ready. So very happy with it. I like this one. I liked a lot, and this one. So I feel like casting on the second one and knit this piece again. And then I will show you the progress, of course. So this is my version of the surprise sock along from this year. And I love this also, the striped toe. Super nice. I'm going to remind that for scrappy socks in the future. I think that's a really nice look. So this is one half finished object. Even kijken. I make always notes in my bookie. Well, then another sock whip. It's on my needles also for a very long time. It's living in this really super sweet little project bag from Inge from Hobby Bags. I bought this at Knit to Purl To. Now it's the needles are sticking out. I should have do the shorter needles, but yeah, this lives in my house and mostly in my sleeping room and my bedroom, so that goes well. And in there are my this is wool-free sock yarn, wool-free from Vlotte Sokken, Voorvach. I got this ball in a swap I think 2 years ago. This is the colorway Farbe, means colorway, and that is 1914. I love these colors. Would like to have it in a wool yarn also once. Hopefully I find it. And yeah, I don't know when I cast this sock on. It was maybe in May or April already. I think I can find that in my journal, my knitting journal. And this weekend I did the heel flap and heel turn, and I'm at the gusset now. I have to do a decrease until 16 stitches, and I think I have 20 now, so I have to do a few more. And then hopefully this sock is ready. This first sock is ready next week, so that's I aim that to do, because otherwise it's always lingering too long in my in my bags. I lost a project bag. I still don't know where it is. The one with the alpacas. I showed it, I think, in episode 3 weeks ago. I had a new sock on my needles, a zigzag sock in the llama alpaca bag, and I cannot find it anywhere. I don't know where it is. I searched everywhere in my house. I think it must be in my house. I took the sock once to my dad's house, but the day after I showed it in the podcast, so it has to be here in the house. I can remember that I thought, oh, Ivonne, it knits up so quick. Put it aside. You have another socks on needles that are longer on the needle, so make them first, finish them first, and then I didn't see the bag anymore. 2 weeks after that, I thought, huh? Where is that bag? Yeah, that was on my needles, and I still can't find it. I'm searching for more than a week, but I can't find it. Then I was thinking, did I take it again to somebody? I was at my boyfriend's house, but he didn't have it, and I think I didn't take it to him. Then at my father's house, I looked and it wasn't there. I went upstairs. I searched everywhere. Then I was in shops where I went. Sometimes I go to the thrift shop before I go to my father, so I asked there, and then the lady said, "Yeah, but when I think you left it here, I think we sold it, because in a thrift shop you never know, is it from somebody or is it for sale?" So I had to laugh about that. So if that happened, then somebody else hopefully makes my sock, and hopefully they like the bag. So it's a little pity. Of course it's a pity, but I cannot find it. So time will tell if that bag will come back or I will never find it again. I hope it comes back, of course, but you don't know. Maybe I was not paying attention and putting it somewhere that I don't remember, and that it comes in a few weeks. I don't know. We'll see. So even kijken. The next whip I have is my shawl, of course, my Vertices Unite. I love it a lot. Again, this is my absolute favorite shawl to knit. It's, of course, my 5th one already. Sorry, let's sit a little bit in a knurp. So I was knitting on it and I thought, maybe you stop for a while. Your knit along is taking from 1 August until 31 September. Yeah. So I thought, Ivonne, you can do it later. 31 September, I don't know for sure. Or is it 30 September? February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. It's 30 September. So I'm at section 5. This is one of the nice sections. I love to knit this. And this is again the colors you need to choose. Color A and I think color D or C. A and C. And I have to knit until here. And then I can start section 6. And then the I-cord border. Nice, really nice big shawl. I love my color choice, and I can't wait to wear it when it's really cold on my bike. I love it. It's really soft. I think alpaca is really soft. It's not itchy with me, but some people have not the same opinion. But that's okay. For everybody, there's something. And I'm knitting again with brushed alpaca silk in color A. So it's a matter of time, and then my shawl's finished. But my knit along takes until the end of September, so I'm not in a hurry. I want to share my progress. I was thinking maybe I will knit put another one on the needles, because I love that shawl. I have still a lot of nice alpaca balls. They lie here. Maybe I can show you. Sometimes I think, I'm casting on another one. I have a lot of this pink, and I have two, these are longer in my stash, purples, pinks, and then I have a lilac, so I thought maybe this is a nice combination. Keep going. I have a lighter. That's a nice combination when I see it so on the screen. Yeah, maybe with a green. So this is then a combination. Oh, I like it already, but I have only one of this. You need, I think you need, okay, but this is also nog a little. Oh yeah, this one I have also. Maybe that's a good choice. I have two of them. Yeah, this light is also a, which color this one? It's different than this, you see? So I think I'm going to cast another one on, but maybe not in September, maybe in the coming year, and I'm going to make this color choice combination. It's already in a bag, a nice bag from Birdie and Poppet. A really nice fall bag. I love this bag. So yeah, I can always think when the other one's ready, I'm going to cast it on, and I see doesn't matter when I finish it, because it's I'm not in a hurry, because I have already 5 Vertices Unite shawls. But yeah, this is in my cupboard, waiting to maybe cast on. But yeah, I in September we have a knit along for the kippendoekje, the chicken wrap. That's a triangle shawl like that, and yeah, made by Greet, my colleague. She has also a podcast, but it's in Dutch. Maybe you can check her out. I will link it underneath. She's going to do a chicken wrap knit along, kippendoekjes knit along, and I will participate also in that. So maybe I'm focusing on that first and do later another VU. I don't know that yet. I will tell you more about that at the end. Then I have another whip I worked on again this week. This is living in this lovely bigger project bag. It's a really nice fabric, a little sturdier than some bags. My Cottage number 9. She's in the UK. I bought it on Etsy. And in there lives my scrappy blanket with all scraps, leftovers that I have from swaps, and yeah, and it's all in the fall colors, earthy tones. That was my thought about it. I casted this on 1 January, and the meaning was to do every day 1 row up and down, and then see how far you're at the end of the year. But the first 3 or 4 months I succeeded to do that. I woven in these ends already, and then I think then summer begins and it turns hotter, and I had other plans, so it was lying still for a while. And now I started, I think Saturday or Sunday, I started the white one. Thought that's maybe nice to do a white stripe and then go on with it, with this blanket. It's 250 stitches wide. I'm knitting it on needle 4, Chaiku. These are my fixed circulars. And it's all 4-ply leftover sock yarn. Mostly commercial sock yarn, so I don't know that for sure, but that it doesn't matter. Everything can go in, but my first thought was only earthy tones. Maybe I will change that up when I'm out of all the earthy tones. I don't know that yet, but yeah, I have a lot of swaps all through the year, so I think I can manage to do that. So that is another whip that's now actively. I didn't knit on it today. I want to do it I want to do it mostly in the morning, but this morning I couldn't succeed to do it yet. So that is a longer lingering whip, but that's okay. Blankets doesn't count. Jana always says so. So I don't count them either. Ta-da! Yeah, and then I'm going to tell you about the chicken wrap. I want to pick that. So yeah, when I started knitting again 5 years ago, after my mother passed away, I always knit. I always knitted from 8 years off, but it was always a little thing, or a sweater, and it took me 2 years to knit it. You know. And then my mother passed away in 2019, before Corona. She passed away. And then in the Corona period, I thought, oh, Ivonne, you have to knit for yourself, and not only for your Cindy's, but all for yourself. So then I picked it knitting up again. And at a certain point, I didn't knit patterns back then. I always thought myself, I made it up myself. And then I had a lovely brown alpaca, bought it, brown, red, and the lighter color. And I wanted to knit a triangle scarf, so that's what I did. But I just started in the corner, and then I thought, oh, it's a little bit boring. I put the color stripes in, and then I did a wider stripe. But it's just what I thought. No pattern. Yeah, I searched a YouTube video to how I have to knit a triangle shawl. That's what I did. And then I thought, oh, I can maybe do it like this, with the garter ridges in between. But then you have it on your needles and you think, oh, is it already big enough? So on a certain point, I thought, I have so many stitches, I think it's big enough. And then I casted it off, and then I thought it was a little bit too small. So then I crocheted a few rows on it, just with single crochets and it, I think. And then I blocked it, and then I think, it's big enough. It's more like a wrap like this. It's really soft because it's all knitted up from 100% baby alpaca. But now Margreet dus doe de knit along, de kippendoekje. And that is a triangle. That's a free pattern on the site Landleven. You can Google it and download it. And then I thought, I already knitted once a kippendoekje, but I didn't know this was called a chicken wrap. That's how the women, when you walk outside to get your eggs from your chickens, that's where the name comes from. They wrapped it around their shoulder. That's the meaning of it. So then I thought, you have already knitted a chicken wrap, but I didn't call it like that. So this is maybe an inspiration for the new shawl, to do also a few garter ridges and stripes and stockinette, because that's also nice. I like to purl. I like to knit, but I like to purl also. So I'm not afraid of purling long rows. So that's the reason why I took it out. I made a mistake in this one. You see, I did a yarn over something too early, but that's my mark in the shawl. So that is one example. Or I do just a simple chicken wrap. And this is the wirra shawl. This shawl I knitted up from scraps from advent calendars. The wirra shawl is a pattern, I think, from Amber O'Brien, and I think it's not it's a paid for pattern. But this one has more, the increases on other side or in other parts, so that it's wider. So maybe I will use this pattern for the chicken wrap. I don't know that yet. We'll see. But I liked to show you this. So this is what we're going to do. I have the yarn I'm going to use for the chicken wrap is this lovely skein. I bought this at Stephen and Penelope's 10 May with the opening. I went to the shop. This is the Malabrigo sock. It's 100% merino. 100% merino. Where did I find it? Oh, here. 402 meters. That is maybe enough for a little chicken wrap, but I want them bigger. And I have a lot of nice minis. I got it once from a lovely viewer, and I didn't use them yet. I wanted to use it for something else, but I think I'm going to use it in my chicken wrap, so that it will be a very colorful shawl. And then I'm going to, I think this is then the main color, and then I do the stripes or the stripes up and down. I think 8 rows or so with these lovely colorful minis. I think 4 of those or 5 of those are from James Make Things. She bought it once in England, but she wanted to send them to me because she said I don't think I'm going to use the bright colors. So that is my plan, to knit it in my chicken wrap. These two belongs there, and then I'm going to knit a big shawl. I want a big shawl, and what is left over I hope to at least have 3 grams left, so that I can use it in my square blanket, my Cozy Memories blanket. So that is the plan. Really nice. Very curious. I can't wait for 1 September so that we can cast it on. And this is living in my redesigned bag. I have the number 9, the little one. And there's another shawl in it, but I don't know that yet, if I'm going to knit further on that. We'll see that later. It's a whip. So, yeah, and I have a book. This book, Knit Yourself Calm. I found it someday in the thrift shop. And in this book is also a triangle shawl. I already casted that on in December last year, but I didn't do knit on it anymore. That is a DK weight, but you can use it also for 4-ply yarn. And this is also a little bit like a chicken wrap. Kippendoekje. So that I casted that on. It's in this bag from Hobby Bags. I bought it last year. I casted this already on in December, and then I stopped because of I think the knit along from now the test knit for Stephen West, the Awesome Gossamer shawl, and then I forgot about this. So this is what I started. So I will knit this also this winter, hopefully. I have 3 colors, and it's all a yarn that I found in the shop. So I don't know how I'm going to divide the rows. I will see. Maybe like in the pattern. So that is also a shawl on my needles. That's DK, and then I'm knitting on a needle 4.5 Knit Pro Symphony needles. I love those needles. So enough shawl whips on my needles. Enough, to knit on. That is what I do. I think the common weeks. In October you have, of course, the shawl knit along from Stephen West, and I'm certain to participate in that again. That's always nice. So October is always for me, the Stephen West mystery knit along, and then in November is the time to finish things, and in December we have, of course, the Advent already. So yeah, I can't wait on all those nice moments. Now, if you're a knitter, you know what I mean. That it's getting colder in the Netherlands and cozy. It's now cozier because it's not so long light anymore. I think it's around 9 o'clock or 10 minutes to 9 that the sun was going under. Yesterday I did a walk. I will put a few images after this video, so if you like that you can walk with me. So yeah, that was it for this week. Sunday I'm back with a Sunday knit-along Vertices Unite vlog. That's more like a weekly vlog. I will do that until the end of September. And then I think that was it for this week. Told you everything I thought I would like to share, and thank you for watching. I had a lot of new subscribers again. If you're one of them, welcome. Hopefully you stick around. My channel is growing nicely. I love it. And I love to read your comments. That's always nice. No, that was it. That was it. See you next week. See you Sunday, and otherwise I see you next week. Doei! This was Tuesday night, 19 August. Look at the nice sunset. I always love to see that. I cannot walk away. And the fields were, the moors were long again, you see that. And it smelled heavenly. So, and it was cooler there. Super nice day. Super nice sunset.